Hello, good evening, YouTube babies. Good evening. Hello, everyone. A surprise paper one revision series on Monday, like you expected on Thursday, but I came here for paper one revision on today also. So, can we learn some paper one today? How are you guys? How are you on all YouTube babies? I can see your chats here. Fine. Good evening. Good evening. Hello. Yeah, Angada will be joining you for tomorrow. Today I have a paper one like a emergency came to Ankita, so now I came for the paper one revision. Ankita will be joining you from tomorrow. There will be paper two revisions as usual. Nice. So like one day in every week we have paper one. So today just we shifted to the paper one live on Monday. That's what. Right? Can we start the paper one live revision series? Everyone, are you ready? Are you very eager to learn some paper one today? Good. Super. Yes, I think you're enjoying a lot with the paper one live session series. Like when I move to some online classes, like when I take some new batches there, when I ask them like, have you seen me or have you attended my classes already? They used to tell that I watched you in the YouTube. So I feel very happy that like it's such a very good platform that we become popular and like we have many students all over India and like maybe uh, all over the world itself. So that's great. And my happiness is that you are learning and you are accumulating knowledge from the Vallath and from me also. So and you're accumulating knowledge on paper one and you're becoming masters on paper one. So that was our intention when we started the paper one live. So like still I remember the first day of paper one live series at Vallath last year, like 2024 beginning. It's just 1.5 years. It's like so when ma'am used to tell that our YouTube baby should be no masters in paper one. That's it now. You are becoming masters in paper one. Yes, data interpretation, maths, all those 10 units. So can we move on to some revisions? Yes. Hello. So paper one revision series. It's higher education here. Higher education, as you know, it's a very important topic regarding with the net set. And if you write any eligibility test for any state eligibility test, and also with the national eligibility test, you have to study higher education. And in that higher education, the syllabus, it's a not a static portion that you have, it's a dynamic one where you have the current trends also in the higher education part, the policies, the schemes, the governance, the administration, right? And also some static portions like commissions, ancient education, all those things are the static portion. But the current affairs also they can ask. See, value education, all those things also they can ask. Some schemes, digital initiatives of the UGC, NCRT, all those things, bodies of education, educational bodies. So all these things can come under the higher education part. Can we move on to one by one? We'll learn like there's a holistic approach of higher education today. We'll learn from every topic of higher education, like some questions. First question: which of the following is was not a feature of the National Policy on Education 1986? And this time, you remember the June 2025 exam, they focused upon 1986 policy. Like when I taught in the classes and also in the revision, I told you there will be sure questions from the commissions. And we give more emphasis on 2020. And I told you 68, 86, and also can be asked where like policies are given importance to the questions, to the question setters. So policy is very important. Basically, the post-independent commissions, education commissions are important, and also the policies are also important. There can be comparison regarding with 2020 and also with 1986. So we can expect a question in the next time. So you should learn 1986 NPE also, that is national policy also. Is it Operation Blackboard? It was a feature of 1986 Operation Blackboard. That means to provide facilities, to provide basic facilities to the primary schools, infrastructure facilities. That was Operation Blackboard. It was emphasized in National Policy of Education 1986. So you believe that that is a option 3. It is mandating computer education was not a feature. Emphasis on adult education was not a feature. Do you think that? The answer is common school system for all was not a feature. Why? Because that was already in prevailing in India. That's already prevailing in India. There was a common school system. Okay, in 1986, there was no caste-based systems or culture-based systems in the schools. There was a common system. So it was not a feature of NP 1986 as you discussed. So that's common school system for all was not a feature of NP 1986. Mandating computer education. That means at that time only the computer, the computer things was there. Computer usage was there more on the government structure and also in the schools. So 1986, the feature, one of the feature was mandating computer education. IGNOU hosts secretariats of the SAR Consortium on Open and Distance Learning, SACODIL, and the Global Mega Universities Network, initially supported by whom? Is it UNDP? Is it UNESCO? Is it UNHCR? Is it UNICEF? Which do you think? Yes, there was mandating computer education was a the feature of NEP. That means in 1986 we just began to start computers. Now use computers. What's the answer of the second question, guys? UNDP, UNESCO, UNHCR, UNICEF. What do you think the answer is? Can I have the answer in the chats? Yes, great. Yes, I'll go with the answer. The answer is UNESCO. United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization is supporting the IGNOU to host secretariats of the SAR Consortium on Open Distance Learning and the Global Mega Universities Network, GMUNet. Okay. So can we move on to the next question now? Question number 3. Arrange the following states in descending order in terms of GER in higher education. So that it is very important that you learn GER, that is gross enrollment ratio. That is very important because gross enrollment ratio is set in national policy, national education policy 2020. It is to raise like the national, like it is said that it should be raised, the GER in higher education should be raised up to 50% by 2035. So this is such an in-depth question regarding with the descending order in terms of gross enrollment ratio in higher education. What do you mean by gross enrollment ratio? For example, from in the age of 18 to 23, there's a specific category or age group where you want to calculate the full population or the whole population that is there in the 1823 and whomever or what is the ratio with that who took admissions in any of the colleges for higher education. And now it is it is now 30%, near to 30%. It's a overall like nationwide ratio or nationwide percentage. It's near to 30%, but we are now emphasizing or recommending the NEP, National Education Policy, is recommending to make it to 50%. At least half of the students want to be or are to be there in the higher education part. So you think which state is the first? Descending order. That means in terms of GR, which terms have highest enrollment ratio? You think it is B. Kerala has the highest enrollment ratio. Okay, I have a different answer for you. It's D. That's A. D. Sikkim comes first. Kerala, it's under the, according to the states given, Kerala is last there because they have 37 as the GER enrollment ratio. So as you know, like there is 100% literacy. You think that everybody goes for higher education. Sikkim, as you know, there is a less population. They have more like less number, and also the enrollment ratio will be more. So they have 53.9%, Tamil Nadu 49, Himachal 39.6, Uttarakhand is 39.1, and Kerala with 37% of GER. So that is the order that you have. So let's just go with the smaller states first. if you have like, there will be less population, right? So like most of them will be going to the higher education too. If there are more population, it will be difficult to have these seats and all. Next question number 4. Which report is associated with the introduction of National Curriculum Framework in India? So NCF in India, NCF, it's actually the beginning is in 2005, NCF 2005, what we have. So you just think of what report or which report was there before that. So which report is associated, that means which laid an emphasis or introduction to the National Curriculum Framework. Is it Yashpal Committee, or is it J.S. Verma Committee, or is it National Knowledge Commission, or is it National Policy on Education? Yes, the answers. I can see the answers on the chat, guys. Superb. You are interacting. I know that. Very good. You think it is J.S. Verma Committee report or in National Knowledge Commission? Yes. Can I go the answer? It's Yashpal Committee report. That is a report that is associated with the introduction of National Curriculum Framework. That is in 2005. That just a curriculum framework. Okay. Which of the following characteristics pertains to non-conventional learning? This time, June 2025, there was a question regarding the conventional learning, value learning and all, value education and all, it's very important. So which of the following characteristics pertains to non-conventional learning? So is it on-campus education with fixed time, teacher-centered learning, requirement of regular attendance, no fixed curriculum? So which one of the following characteristics you think that it pertains to non-conventional learning? Like when you think of non-conventional learning, what comes into your mind first? With a fixed time won't be there, right? So what will be just opposite of that? That definitely speaks about the conventional learning, right? On-campus education with fixed time definitely talks about the conventional learning. So is it teacher-centered learning? Like what do you think? Yes, you feel it is no fixed curriculum. That is definitely the answer. Non-conventional learning focuses upon there is no fixed curriculum, no fixed time. Like, according to the learner's interest that you can learn. Non-conventional learning, that's what. Okay. No regular attendance required. That's what with question 5, you have the answer. Can we move on to the next one, guys? Which of the following is or are a minority institution? Is it Punjabi University, Patiala, Osmania University, Hyderabad, Kashmir University, Srinagar, and St. Stephen's College, Delhi? So which is run by the minority category? You know who all are the minority categories in India? And like just by the name, I think you can get the answer. Is it 1 and 2, 2 and 4, 2 only and 4 only? And it's very important that January 2025 and June 2024, they have asked questions regarding with the establishment dates of the universities, founders of the universities. Okay, they have asked important universities. So that's very important that you study all this. So you think it is 3, 2 only, it's a minority university. Okay, let me go with the answer. St. Stephen's College, Delhi is the minority. It is run by the Christian institution. Osmania is not a minority institution, Osmania University in Hyderabad. So I am just giving you the establishment dates of all those universities. Osmania is in 1918, Punjabi University is in 1962, Kashmir is in 1948, and St. Stephen's in 1881. It's a very old college, very famous one, St. Stephen's in 1881. Okay, it's in 1881. So just remember the dates. That's very important. In the net, they ask the dates and also the founders too. During the British rule in India, who among the following is accredited with diverting the attention of the young Indians from Western education to Oriental education? So it's just the question can be who promoted Oriental education in the British rule, right? Or who promoted Oriental education among the young Indians? Is it Macaulay? Never. Is it Dalhousie? Is it Annie Besant? Or is it Ferguson? Like, go for the Indian name that you have, because no Britishers will be promoting Oriental education, right? So Macaulay, obviously you can eliminate because he's the person that emphasized on English education. Only English should be taught. And Macaulay's minutes is very famous. And, Macaulay told that there should be only like the funds, the provisions of the stipend should be only provided to Western education, publication of Western books, English books, right? So you think that it is Annie Besant? That's correct. Option number 3, it is Annie Besant. Great, that's it. Dalhousie was the Lord Dalhousie was the Governor General of India, and Ferguson also the British, and no, Annie Besant is the correct answer. The Indian education. Question 8. The concept of academic bank of credits ABC in NEP 2020 is designed to facilitate credit transfer, provide financial assistance, promote online education, enhance research funding. Academic bank of credits. Credits, okay. You can easily relate it with credits finance, but it's academic credits. That's very important that in NEP 2020, they emphasized academic bank of credits. And the CBSE schools, and with the help of NCRT, have started the implementation of academic bank of credits in the schools. Yes, it's very easy that you can accumulate your credits, like your curricular activities. Your credits can be accumulated and transferred to the other institutions when you go for higher learning. It's not like when what you have in your ages is like you take your certificates to your end of year. But it's not like same when you have NEP 2020. You have to just tell the score. I have this much score in my academic bank, or this is my academic bank of credits. It's digitally stored. It's very easy to accumulate. It's a very easy one, or a very useful one. Like it should have been there when we were studying in the schools, right? No worries, it came now. It is to facilitate credit transfer between the institutions, as I told you. That's what. So the next question we are going with, question number 9. Who among the following was the chairman of University Education Commission 1948? Very easy. It's also known as dash. Then you will get the answer. Dr. D.S. Kothari, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Dr. Zakir Hussain, Dr. S. Radhakrishnan. 1948 commission. Who was the chairman? It's also known as what? University Education Commission. It was focused to higher education, basically. So who was the chairman of that? It's a very easy question from that. Very easy one. Direct question. Like maybe like India can ask these type of direct questions too. You can expect. Yeah. It's Dr. S. Radhakrishnan. University Education Commission is Dr. S. Radhakrishnan is the answer. Not D.S. Kothari. Kothari it's National Education Commission that we have, that with the holistic development of from primary to higher education, Kothari Commission. Next one, question number 10. In the context of value education, which of the following stages will be considered a relatively advanced stage? Value education, I told you, value education, conventional learning, non-conventional learning. All those topics are small in the syllabus, but they can ask questions from that. Because like they change the pattern every time. Like when you focus on commissions one time, they won't ask commissions in the next time. They will ask some other. But they will ask one question from commission, not from not every. So that's how. So you should study. You should have an idea of like a complete syllabus, when you study a topic. So is it value collection through imitation, value assessment through inner evaluation, value clarification through exposure, value consolidation through integration? It's just questions like when you read, you think that's a bigger question, lengthier one. No, it's just easy that you relate and then have the answer, guys. Very easy. The answer is value consolidation through integration is the answer. That is the relatively advanced stage in a value education. Next question. In India, much of the central government expenditure on general higher education is routed through Natural Council of Teacher Education. Oh my God. You thought that I made the option? It's just NTA maybe making this such comedy options. It's National Council of Teacher Education, right? All India Council for Technical Education, University Grants Commission, National Council for Educational Research and Training. That means is it AICTE, UGC, NCRT? Such a like comedy option we have, right? Natural Council of Teacher Education. How nature is forming some teacher education, guys. No. So you are thinking it is NCRT. That means expenditure on general higher education is routed through which? Obviously, you have the answer. Like when you think of it's option 3, It's not NCRT, it's actually UGC, University Grants Commission. It is how much of the central government expenditure on general higher education is routed through. It's general higher education. It's not general education. Read in between the questions. That's what. General higher education, right? You thought it is general education. That's why you went on NCRT, right? That's what. They make you like confused like that. Next question. Yes, the answers 3 are correct for the last question. Correct. Great going, guys. Question number 12. The national, it's a statement level question. The National Education Policy 2020 proposes the establishment of multidisciplinary education and research universities. Great. Multidisciplinary education, that means NEP focuses on multidiscipline. Like if you want to study chemistry with the baking or bakery, fashion designing with physics, it's possible. Like they tell that it's possible, but that type of research university should be there, should come. Statement 2, it's multidisciplinary education research universities are envisioned to be at par with the Indian Institute of Technologies and Indian Institute of Management in terms of quality education. So which of them are true? Is statement 1 is true and 2 is false? 1 is false and 2 is true. Both 1 and 2 are true and 1 and 2 are false. Which one of you think it is the correct answer? You think 1 is true? Like obviously 1 is true because it proposes the establishment of multidisciplinary education research universities. Now it's envisioned to be at par with the IITs or IIMs. Both are true, you think it's correct. Both statement 1 and 2 are true. By when just reading the question, you'll get the answer, right? Next one. The gross enrollment ratio measures the number of students enrolled in higher education as a percentage of the eligible population aged between. I just told the answer in the second or third question. If you are listening to the live from the beginning, you can just tell the answer now. It's very easy. I told you in which age group the gross enrollment ratio is calculated. Yes, very good. You have listened. The answer, sudden answer tells that you have listened it. You have listened to it. Very good. The gross enrollment ratio measures the number of students enrolled in higher education. Which age group? It is from 18 to 23 years, right? The gross enrollment ratio. That means in the age group of 18 to 23, what is the total population? Okay. And what is the population enrolled in the higher education? There is a ratio between that. Now it is just 30. For example, if 1 lakh is the eligible population of 18 to 23, just near to 30,000 is enrolling in the higher education after 12th and all. And now NEP wants it to make it to 50%, at least half of the population, to enroll in higher education courses in some of the colleges or institutions by 2035. That's what. That's the concept of GER what we have. In detail, I have explained to you the GER, right? Next one. Which digital platform of Ministry of Education has been formed by merging 3 consortia initiatives? Yeah, it is a digital initiative. Like you can get this question from teaching aptitude also and from also higher education, as it is a scheme of government. Namely UGC Infonet, NLIST and Indust AICT consortium. Yeah, it's 23. Just remember that it's 23. Don't forget it. That's what. So is it Shodh Ganga, E Shodh Sindhu, E Vidwan, and Shodh Shuddhi? Which is that? Which digital platform of Ministry of Education has been formed by merging? The answer is E Shodh Sindhu. Okay. This initiative provides access to quality and electronic resources, including full text, bibliographic, and factual databases. It's not Shodh Ganga. It's E Shodh Sindhu. Shodh Ganga is research one, scholarly articles of the research parts and all. E Shodh Sindhu, it's a e-resources of full text, anything. That's formed by merging these 3 initiatives: UGC Infonet, NLIST, and Indust AICT consortium. Clear? Next question. How many members of the Rajya Sabha can be nominated by the President of India? Okay, do you think that am I studying for a UPSC? Basically, you have governance and administration in the topic, or in the unit. It is in the syllabus. So you can get questions like this, obviously. You can expect. NTA is an unpredictable agency, right? So you can expect these type of questions. How many members of the Rajya Sabha can be nominated by the president? Is it 12, 10, 14, 16? And I have a question after this to ask to you. Just a question I just thought of now. You are giving the answers as 12, 12 members. Yeah, it's correct. Only 12 members can be nominated by the President of India. And how many members can be nominated to the Lok Sabha by the President? Rajya Sabha, you know, as it's the upper house. Lok Sabha is the lower house. How many members can be nominated to the Lok Sabha by President? Just a question to you. Like just an extra information that you can get. How many members of the Rajya, like Lok Sabha? I'm just asking you. Chat on the chat box whether it is right or wrong, like right or wrong. Just tell. What is the answer? How many members? Yes. Yeah, I can see some answers called no members, right? Yes, the number of members which can be nominated by the president of member is 0. President of India is 0 to the Lok Sabha. It was 2 actually before, but recently they made an amendment in the constitution, and the amendment was done that nobody can be nominated. 0. Nobody can be nominated to Lok Sabha by the president. It was previously 2, but it is now 0. Just understand that. Okay, maybe like it can come. Okay, see, that's it. So thank you guys. That was all for today. I think you enjoyed it. You got a lot of new informations. Higher education is very easy. Studying the topic very in-depth learning should be there. So we'll meet